Greetings, tribe. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be changing the oil in my truck. And before we get started, I would like to dedicate this video to the divine feminine. To all my women out there, I am with you, and this video is for you. I want to let you know that society tells women that we have to play a specific role, and if we step outside of that box, then we're deemed defiant or masculine. Being self-sufficient is not just a masculine trait. Women actually thrive and prosper in these male-dominated industries. And as a woman, you deserve to be self-sufficient and not be finessed by men, especially when it comes to your vehicle. And this is a practice that you can easily apply to your vehicle as well. Changing oil is very generic. The steps are very simple. Okay, so this is everything you're gonna need. You're gonna need your oil specific for your vehicle. My truck takes 0W20, and I always use STP. That's my favorite. And then I also got my STP oil filter. And then you're gonna need a socket and a ratchet for your oil pan. Mine takes a 13 millimeter. And then you're gonna need something to remove the old oil filter. I like these tools because they have the teeth on them, which grips very well. So I use that. Get you some gloves. And you're gonna need a funnel to put the oil back into the engine block. And then get you an oil pan to drain all the old oil. And I always keep some throwaway towels on standby in case I need them. The first thing we need to do before we drain the oil is remove this oil fill cap. Just like that. This step is critical so all of the oil can drain out properly. So the next step is we're gonna drain our oil. So I'm gonna go up under my truck with my oil filter removal tool, my socket, my ratchet, and something to catch the old oil with. This is also the part where you're gonna need some towels on standby, so we're ready. Get up under your vehicle. I always lay me down some cardboard so to prevent spills from getting everywhere. Okay, so right here is my oil pan. And then right up under there is my oil filter right there. And if you need help finding the location of your filter and your oil pan, you can always refer to your owner's manual or Google. First, we're gonna drain the oil pan, and we're gonna drain the oil filter right after. You wanna take the bolt out to the oil pan very slow because it's gonna spew out real quick. You wanna place the oil pan at a bit of an angle. Okay, so I got the bolt loose. So what I'm gonna do is just slowly and as it drains, it's gonna slowly push back. And my motor, this is a 5-gallon pan. My motor holds 6. So what I'm gonna do is once it gets a little full, I'm gonna plug it back up, drain this oil, and then come back and drain the rest of it. And then this little bolt here, and just clean it off real good before you reinstall it. The wind is freaking blowing the oil. Oh my gosh, okay. This is why you have to supervise the oil while it drains, because it will just start doing its own thing. I'm gonna plug it back up. Make sure you tighten it real good. And I'm gonna go over it with my impact. Just because. All right, we're good. And now we have to remove the oil filter. So I'm gonna push this back a little bit. Where did my towels go? Oh. Oops. Okay, once you got it loose, you can just unscrew it with your hand. Let that drain out. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, you always wanna compare parts to make sure you have the right part. So this is my new oil filter and this is the old one. So as you can tell, this one's tore up from me removing it, but these are the same filters. So with the new one, we're gonna take this plastic off. And always when you install a new oil filter, you wanna take some new oil, don't use the old oil, and you wanna take a little bit on your finger. And you just wanna rub some new oil around the gasket, like so. And now this one is ready to install. And if you want to, you can pour a little bit of new oil in there too. Not necessary, so I've heard, but main focus is to make sure the gasket is lubricated. So before you reinstall your oil filter, you always want to make sure the old gasket is not stuck around the mating surface. So wipe that down real good, and now we're ready, like so. And you can hand tighten it, but what I like to do is go back over it and tighten it with a tool. Okay, now the next step is to refill the engine block with new oil. And I just pour it in, like so. All right, once you're done, you can go ahead and put the oil filler cap back on and make sure that's on real good. So what I do with my old oil is I put it in the containers of the new oil. And you can bring it to any AutoZone. I think Advance and Napa take old oil too. And they'll take it and recycle it for you. So this is how I do it. I tend to make a mess, but that's why we got this cardboard here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this as clean as I can. All right, so the last thing you want to do after you change your oil is you want to cut your engine on for about 5 minutes and let the new oil run through your motor. So, yes. Hi. If you made it here, thank you so much for tuning in. I pray that this video brought you an abundance of knowledge and inspiration. And before I end this video, I would like to read an excerpt from this book that I'm reading. It is called Sacred Woman by Miss Queen Afua. And the excerpt goes, "We women have squatted on our power for centuries. It's time for us to stand up, for full resurrection is our birthright. When we as women activate our full strength, then it will be as it was in the beginning. When women were whole, we were supreme, for we too were given the power to rule the earth. We women, gatekeepers of life, are the key to creating a glorious healing upon the earth through the realignment of the ancient ways of healing, taught to us by the first mothers of iniquity." And I thought that was so beautiful and so perfect. It was perfect timing when it came to me as I was filming this video, because I dedicate this video to women. I'm sending so much love to the divine feminine, so much love and support, because as women, there's so much to be healed when it comes to the trauma that comes with being a woman on earth, especially in this societal structure that is in place. So I'm sending all my love, all my support. Thank you so much again. I truly am so grateful to be here. Thank you for holding this sacred virtual space with me. Ashe. Thank you.